defense can't get off the field.
So,
I mean,
all right. So jumping back into it, I apologize. We were getting back into those stats, and I know that I'm still working on the connection thing here.
Hold on.
It's been an issue.
Yeah, hold on.
It's live. Just people aren't in.
There, not.
It's live. People just aren't in.
Yeah.
No, like
Hold
I
on.
still say connect streaming software.
It's been saying, it says that every time for you. It says that for like a solid 3 minutes for you.
All right, Broncos country, let's ride.
let's ride. Hold on.
All right, we should be live.
This is 40 minutes ago.
See?
Hold on. Whoop. Skirt.
But yeah, so we've just been having that issue with the Wi-Fi. I'm gonna get this hardwired. Either that, or I'm gonna run a cable. And the only issue with that is my cat probably will chew it up. So I have to make sure my wife's home when I run a cable.
Where are you gonna run the cable from?
I'm from the router.
We can talk about this later. I was just kidding. I was seeing
This guy. This
Oh, I
guy
hate
thinks
you.
he's got
All
jokes.
right. So, well, what I was saying, right? So Justin Fields had good completion percentage in college, and in the NFL, he has a 59.7 completion percentage. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's not
horrible.
great. I mean, it's below average.
And
it's not great.
In college, he threw for 5,700 yards. Right now, and by the way, his college numbers and his NFL numbers are exactly the same, years wise. He's played 2 years in the NFL, 2 years in college, and then got drafted.
What are you gonna give me? His high school stats now?
No, my point is that when you look at the difference between the numbers, now here's the one argument I would give you.
Okay.
Is his receivers. In
Lamar doesn't
college,
have receivers, and you expect the world out of him.
No, in college. So that could be the reason why his completion percentage is so high in college, because he had two great receivers, right?
Okay.
So that would be the only argument for why you would use him as a running back, because his attempts when he ran in college, 618 attempts in college. He's only ran 588 times in the NFL. Those are his attempts. So he's running less in the NFL, and he's getting more production out of it. Like, if you look at his yardage, he's 1,500 yards in the NFL, but only 1,100 in college. So, like, he wasn't a running back in college as a quarterback. He was a quarterback first.
He was a pocket passer.
He was a pocket passer.
Is it possible that he's adapting to the NFL, and this is what he has to do to win games?
Do you want to hear my opinion? Because I don't have stats.
Yes. Yes, I want to hear your opinion. Yes.
I think that the team itself as a whole was the hottest ass.
Just a bag of
Just such shit. And that's my this is my opinion, right? It is brutal.
I think they're utilizing him wrong.
agree.
I think they're utilizing him wrong.
I do think. Well,
Hey, Mike
so,
Matthews.
what up, buddy? Hi, Mike. So
Sorry, guys.
I think that they did use him wrong. I also don't think they had much of an option. They Equanimous St. Brown had a career year and he was flipping dog shit. He doesn't even sniff DPJ's jock.
And we can always argue that argument, right? Because you tell me all the time Lamar Jackson doesn't have receivers either. Like, that's your argument. But Lamar Jackson was never a passer coming out of college. And why would you expect him to pass?
No, do not do that. You cannot sit there and say.
Why would you expect him to pass?
No. Come on.
He
come
wasn't.
on. Don't, Ryan, come on. We're friends. Don't do this.
57% completion percentage in college. That's horrendous.
Come on. That's what Lamar was?
Yeah, that's
oh, my
horrendous.
God. And he was at... No, he didn't.
He ran for
Louisville?
9,000 yards in 3 years in college.
God.
That's what he was. Or he ran for 4,000 yards in college.
He's so dynamic with his legs.
But I will tell you, they're not using him on the Ravens the same way he got used in college.
Because you can't do that.
But they are scheming around a running quarterback. That's all they're doing.
Yeah, they drafted for that. Yeah.
So why does he have more rushing yards in college than he does in the NFL in 2 extra years?
The funnel effect.
Okay.
Ryan just disconnected.
No, I don't. That was.
Oh.
I'm not
because
worried
of
about that.
the
Is
funnel
it? Are you still getting audio?
I still hear you.
All right.
Talk, Ryan.
Can you hear me?
All right.
Oh, wow.
Are we back? All right, anyway.
Yeah.
You heard that too, right?
No, it cut.
It's the funnel effect.
Oh, and Wheeler. That's why he misses six games a year. So define the funnel effect. What is the funnel effect? Because I do not know. Enlighten me, sir.
There's going to be kids in college football that just don't equivalate to here. Let me break it down to you in layman's terms.
Oh, that's not insult.
Johnny
Treat
Manziel.
me like I'm a stupid person. Oh yeah, he never
Justin
should have been
Gilbert.
drafted. He never should. No, Justin
Markevious Mingo.
Why are you
First
gonna do
off,
this?
you can't
Hold
say
on,
Johnny
you want
Manziel.
to
Markevious Mingo was good.
I want you to stop with Johnny Manziel because Johnny Manziel was not a good college passer. He had 2 MVP-style receivers.
I'm going to leave.
And he threw the ball across the field, and those receivers came back and caught the ball.
Mike
That's
Evans
all they
and
did
who?
in college.
Who was two? Who was the other guy? Mike Evans and who?
Brady Quinn.
No, Brady Quick was dick.
These are all guys. It's called the funnel effect.
Why
These
you
are
gotta
guys
do
that
this?
just-
What is your funnel effect? You're just naming guys who
Yeah,
were
I'm naming
okay
guys
in college.
that were good. Okay, Colt McCoy.
Hey, you put some respect on
Colt
his name.
McCoy had like
Colt McCoy
100
was the only one that made sense.
Colt
guys-
McCoy had like 140 QBR in
Colt
Arizona
McCoy
for
was the
30
most
games.
accurate college passer when they drafted him in the
These
third
guys-
round.
These guys, they're good in
Why'd you piss me off?
college.
See? Why'd you do this?
Peter Warwick.
Colt McCoy was good in the NFL.
Yeah, he was. I mean, come on. He's still back up.
He
Yeah,
stepped in for
you're right.
Kyler Murray and had 130 QBR like 3 games in a row.
Listen,
He's a
last
backup.
He's a good backup.
He's a backup.
Or
He's a good
maybe
backup.
the guy was knocked unconscious and didn't play football for 5 years.
hey, Sarah.
Well, what?
Your wife.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, she did meet Brady Quinn.
Behave now, Steven.
I'm fine. I'm not even
I don't
saying
think he was
bad.
misbehaving.
All I'm saying is the funnel effect has it tapers good players and great players, right, from college level, and then it's like high school, college, NFL, and this is your grouping of good NFL players. So a lot of your guys that are playing in college level obviously aren't going to make the NFL, correct? They're going to sell cars.
Well, I'd agree. So
Build
1% of the 1% of the 1% of the 1%. I get that.
Yes,
I get that.
That's the funnel effect.
I'm not. Well, then just say.
I mean,
I've
so,
never
okay.
heard it referenced as a funnel effect.
I haven't either.
But
Now
to
you
me,
have.
But to me, that says nothing. That doesn't give any tangibles on players and why they don't translate. That's my argument. I'm
That's
trying to.
the whole draft process.
I'm trying to explain
That's what we'll
why.
discuss.
I'm trying to explain
Tune
why
in.
Justin Fields.
Oh my God, are you
is
mad?
not translating.
No, I'm not mad.
You look at you. You look so
I'm trying to
mad right
explain
now.
why
not
Justin
mad.
Fields
So
is
cute.
not translating to the NFL. It's because he's not being utilized right.
Oh, Stetson Bennett?
And it's the same argument for you.
But
why
you're saying
Lamar's
he's
not
being
translating.
utilized right, but he's had success in the run. But you just got done saying he's a passer, but he hasn't been successful as a passer in the NFL. So you can't say that he's not being utilized right when he has no success as a passer, but he's having success as a runner.
I wouldn't
he
consider-
wasn't a runner in college.
I wouldn't consider 60% no success.
I mean, it's average. But it's
they're not
average.
winning games.
They weren't winning games when he's running.
I mean, so yeah, they were actually anyway. They were,
They're yeah, right. They're not winning games. Period.
That's why I'm saying he's being utilized wrong.
do you think that? Well,
I don't
hold
think
on.
it's got anything to do with the fact of Justin Fields being utilized any which way. The Bears just are a hot piece of garbage. If Bo was here, he would tell you the same thing.
Yeah, I
because
think he would.
Justin Fields has no matter on anything that they're doing right now. They need a lot.
But
They do.
Which is why I will tell you what they should do at the draft.
Well, hold on.
But I'll tell you that later.
Well, hold on.
yeah,
Bo,
I'm gonna hear
Bo
that.
would also tell you that they purposely did that to secure the #1 pick.
Well, he would, but
Nah,
I
don't
mean,
think
you can't necessarily.
you don't
put
These
that.
players want to win.
Yeah,
dude.
you don't go on the field to lose games. I hate that's such a lazy take from anybody.
I mean,
You don't go out there to lose games. And I've said this from day one.
do you think the OC in Chicago sucked? Do you think that the talent at receiver played into it? No, you don't. You don't. You think that anybody could have done it anywhere? I see. My argument is Justin Fields had to do what he had to do. The O line needs help. For some reason, Monty wasn't
All right.
doing it. Herbert was.
I mean, so you make that take, right? Like,
That's my opinion.
right. So here's my question.
I do think next year is different,
If
however.
that's the case, what do you have the Bears doing at 1, Steve?
In my opinion.
In your opinion.
And I had this take before I read this somewhere. All right, so I want to. I mean, it's not going to matter much.
I don't read this anywhere. This
he's
is
just-
my
I have them trading out. I have them trading out of 1 to 4. The Colts take 1. All right, but the Bears grab the 4th overall pick. And this might seem a little high, a little heavy, depending on how you look at it. Alec Pierce and a 4th.
That's what they're giving up.
That's what the Colts are giving up. And then at 4, the Bears would have Jalen Carter, the D tackle from Georgia.
Why wouldn't the Bears just draft Alec Pierce last year then?
Right.
I don't know.
That's just my question. And there's other
that's-
recievers in this draft. I don't know if I
you know
would do
why I
that.
said Alec Pierce and not Pittman?
Age?
Height and hands.
I mean, I don't.
Alec Pierce can fly,
Hey, he's got good
and he's
hands, too.
huge
Yeah.
with great hands.
I don't think it's are they trading for Justin Fields or are they just trading for the 1?
That's just one.
Okay, so they still have Justin Fields, Chicago.
And you still got Justin Fields.
Okay. So what do you see them? So you're saying that way.
So
what
they-
what do the Bears do it for then?
Jalen Carter, D tackle from Georgia.
Okay,
So in my opinion, at that point, the draft would go either Stroud or Young at 1.
okay,
2 is either Stroud or
other
Young
quarterback.
or Levis. 3 is probably Will Anderson, and 4 is Jalen Carter.
All right. I mean, I'm not opposed to that.
So now I know Bo likes Will Anderson, and I think Will Anderson, in my opinion, is the clear-cut number 1.
I mean, if depending on where they trade, they could still probably get Will Anderson.
You don't think he's clear-cut? Now, I almost want to hear that argument.
Jalen Carter is right there.
It depends
like
on your
1A,
need,
right
right? It
there?
depends on your need, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
that definitely with the need.
do you?
Do you take a D tackle or a DN? It depends on your need. And
No,
That's the funny thing about Jalen Carter is he can play both those spots.
Yeah,
he
he's
can play end. He's
now,
a
can
hell
he
of
do
a
that?
pass
Can
rusher.
he do that in the NFL though? Is the point? Will Anderson
at 300 pounds, I think so.
I mean, well, the problem is Will Anderson projects to be able to do that. Will Anderson is Myles Garrett 2.0.
And Myles Garrett's not good in the middle.
No, Myles Garrett. Well, that's not entirely
Myles
true.
Garrett's not
the
good on
thing
the
that
run.
Myles Garrett does is he has the ability. I don't want to talk too much about these guys because it'll spoil the whole draft discussion that we'll have.
I don't think you understand how much draft talk we're gonna have. In the past.
I do, but Will Anderson can't bend as well as Myles Garrett. He
Can
can't get
anybody
low.
in the NFL?
Do you have a comp? Do you have a comp that you give him?
Bo just compared. I'm not sure which one.
No,
to Von
he
Miller.
doesn't. No, he don't
He's
have the.
Von. That's definitely Will
He's
Anderson.
he's a power rusher. He's. I don't have a comp.
We can comp a little later.
Yeah,
We can comp a little later.
let me-
So
yeah.
Ryan, what do you have then? So I like your take. So
definitely not Von Miller.
what Steve has the Bears doing? Is
I have the
trading
Bears
to the Colts.
maximizing the one, right? So they
Right.
grab a young receiver who's tall with great hands, who's fast. They pick up a key defensive piece, which they need very, very poorly, and they grab another 4th-round pick. Now that might actually warrant more. They might grab more with that
I don't
because
think
it's the
that's
1-1.
I don't think that's enough. I agree.
So I might have gone cheap, but also if I'm the Bears, I'm like, listen,
But I think Alec Pierce is a piece that
they need receivers.
they need. So
why-
I understand the trade.
Why draft a guy when you can go grab a dude who, granted, it's only his 2nd year, right? It's small potatoes.
Was Pierce a first round or a second round last
I think
year?
he's a third.
Yeah, Pierce was not that. So, but then you grab an additional 4th. Now you might grab a 1 this year. You might grab 1-4 this year, and maybe a 2nd next year, something like that. But then if you still want to grab a piece from the Colts, who are you going to grab?
He was a 2nd. All right. So Ryan,
That's my opinion.
Ryan, give me your take then.
So I did possibilities. I didn't just have.
Well, out of all your possibilities, what's your most liked?
Yeah, come on, talk to me.
My favorite one is for them to trade out
Let's see.
of the spot.
I think so too.
Keep Justin Fields.
Yes.
Work on him. Let him have Darnell Mooney and Cole Kmet and Khalil Herbert.
Yeah, they need to utilize
Chase
Cole Kmet.
Claypool.
Yes.
Give him an opportunity to succeed with the weapons that he has.
Hold on, you said Herbert and not Monty. You think Herbert stays because they're both free agents?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's at least that's the way I would go. I
Okay.
would go with Herbert over Monty, but
Okay.
their offensive line ranked 32nd.
Ass.
That's terrible, right? So we got to fix that.
Which is weird because if you go look at their last 3 drafts, they are drafting offensive linemen in high areas.
Well, then you need to fire somebody because
Yeah, your
Just isn't
scouts
working.
suck.
yeah, it isn't working. So you got to fix the offensive line. Whether that's veteran leadership, you go out and get yourself a couple veteran guys, bring them in. You got to find a way to fix it because maybe you're right. Maybe Justin Fields is running for his life, but you got to fix that. And they need defensive help, man.
So last year
they have so many needs on defense.
I mean,
well,
their
because
secondary
they traded everybody.
So look at this.
Right?
Look,
they traded
29th in total yards.
Do you know
15th in takeaways.
Yeah.
32nd in allowed
These are,
points.
but these numbers are
32nd
skewed
in
this
sacks.
year.
28. They only had 20 sacks this year.
But those
dead
numbers are
last.
skewed this year because they traded 2 of their better defenders this year.
I don't care. Roquan Smith isn't getting you sacks.
I think he did on the Ravens for the 6.
And they didn't trade away Khalil Mack. And Khalil Mack is on a downward spiral in his career anyway.
Well,
I like that take by Wheeler. I like that take by Wheeler a lot. Sorry, Ed.
So the Eagles had 70 sacks this year. I mean, granted they had 15 more than everybody else, but
That's a lot. That's game changing though.
yeah, that you need that. They
Some teams don't even average one a week.
What did they do? They made it a priority to bring back, make their defensive line strong. Did they not?
They drafted Jordan Davis. They traded for Robert Quinn.
They let Fletcher Cox go, but he came back on a team-friendly deal.
Yep.
They made things priorities.
Yes.
Ndamukong
But then they
Gave Jalen Hurts weapons.
But then they had the guys with the right mindset said, listen, we're trying to make a run, get in on this or kick rocks. and Fletcher Cox came back on
So
that.
that's what I
think Fletcher Cox knew he was
best
towards the
thing-
end of his career. So
Well, yeah, I mean,
The best thing for me out of the possibilities, I obviously have them trading Justin Fields, but I don't like that.
I don't like it either.
I don't like that.
I have a
Give him
question.
another year.
I do have a question for you. So, like you say that to trade Justin Fields because we've been hearing this all over the internet's chatter. Like the best option for the Bears is to possibly trade Justin Fields and go for a Stroud or go for a Bryce Young. But do you think Justin Fields is better or worse than these quarterbacks coming in?
Are you looking for a
Like talent wise?
You know who?
I like Stroud more
So do I.
Okay.
I love you so much right
because
Well,
just
Stroud's a pure pocket
accuracy reasons.
Stroud's a pure pocket passer. He's not a runner.
That's
by
what
any
everybody
means.
thought
But he
about
can-
Fields too,
but he
right?
can run.
Yes.
I think he's if you're going to do a comp, I think he's more
Patrick
of a
Mahomes isn't a runner. I'm not comparing the two.
Well,
Patrick Mahomes isn't a runner, but he can run.
I think if you're going to comp, it's going to be like a Deshaun Watson comp.
Aaron Rodgers, when he was younger,
See, I would argue with
wasn't
that.
a runner, but he could run.
Aaron Rodgers, he ran what, a 4.7?
yeah.
We're not going to talk about Aaron
I'm just saying,
Rodgers
Fields
40
never,
times.
Fields
He
never
has-
ran. Fields never ran.
It's not like he's not having mobility in the
What are you
NFL
laughing
is
at?
extremely
Oh,
important.
look at that.
nowadays.
I'm
Look
not
at
saying
that.
he's not mobile.
You're welcome,
I'm
people.
just saying he's what you would consider a pure pocket passer.
He showed it against Georgia that he can run.
Right. I'm not saying he's not a runner. I'm just saying that's what you would call a pure pocket passer. He will sit in the pocket to the last second.
But he
then
can. He
move.
can be that. He can be both.
So
He
you
can
look
do both.
you look Stroud
I do.
over Fields right now.
He's
Oh,
not.
yeah.
He's not a hybrid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would take a Stroud over a Justin Fields. Yeah.
Okay. So if, okay.
All right. So, what is your other scenario, or do you want me to get mine
I
just in case?
already said it. You can
All right.
can do yours.
Just in case you probably took mine, but I don't know if you
no.
did.
All I
mine
said
is-
was trade Justin Fields and draft a QB, which I think is
So if you drafted Stroud at
counterproductive.
Okay, so I have one that I knew no one would take.
Okay.
And
that's gonna be
I
bad.
kinda did this
It's gonna be
on-
a dumb take. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I kind of did this on purpose.
Oh, okay. So, it's
So here's what I have. I got the Bears trade out of number 1 to Seattle.
Jonathan, bring up the drafts.
Seahawks
please.
trade their number 5 overall, their second round, their 5th round this year, and their 4th round next year. And then Seattle takes CJ Stroud at 1 overall. Bears aim for BPA. So at 5, you take if Will Anderson, Jalen Carter, or Paris Johnson is there. I think Paris Johnson's the guy you take.
Paris Johnson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
Because
Peter.
Is it Peter or Paris?
Is it Peter or Paris? I thought it was Paris Johnson.
No, yeah, I'm talking. You're talking about.
Paris Johnson, the offensive lineman out of Ohio State.
Yeah.
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 At 5.
At 5.
See a guard or a tackle? Pretty sure it's a tackle. Yep.
So and that's what I would do.
But you're not. So you're taking Paris over Peter Skoronski?
Yeah.
Okay.
That I disagree with personally, but I'm listening.
Okay. No. Yeah.
Just wait till we
this
do
is-
our live
yeah.
our live draft.
Yeah, I mean, he was
so
just talking
excited
about
for
it.
that.
I was trying to see where his head was at. That's
Yeah,
all.
and the reason why I'm saying that is because it just solidifies the middle of the line, because that line is horrendous all around.
Okay.
Like it's just not good.
It's not good.
It's not good all around. And
I mean,
like, they drafted like I was
Harris
trying to
is a
tell
big
you,
boy, dude. He's a mauler.
He's
like I was
begging.
trying to tell you is that they drafted
Could fit that system.
They
dude.
drafted 4 offensive linemen in last year's draft. They drafted 2 in the draft before that. So they've drafted 6 linemen in 2 years, and that line looks like the way it is. So either A, they need a skills coach for the linemen because their development of these guys is not good.
Mm-hmm.
Or B, like you said, front these guys got to go,
Yeah,
and we need to bring
GM's
in
gotta go.
we got to bring in new coaches, new office.
Your GM's your head scout.
But
He's
so
got the final say, so it's going to fall on him before anything.
I think this makes most sense from Seattle's perspective because Geno isn't a UFA. So is Drew Lock.
You understand how to set up blockers and finish.
And Seattle has I want to say Seattle has a whole bunch of picks this year. They have 9 picks this year, but they have 2 in the first. So they can still give up the 5, and they might have, at this point, I think it's the 19th overall if they lose in the wild card.
It is the 20th.
Bo, I see what you're saying. I think Von Miller has more
As of right now, it's 20th.
Yes.
more in
According to
the
PFF.
arsenal than Will Anderson does. Will Anderson's a
Von Miller's been doing it for how many years?
Bo, we'll
I mean,
have
like,
a-
Will
I guess
Anderson's
that's
a
different.
bull rusher.
We're going to have that debate in the offseason.
I'm
about these guys.
so excited.
So Don't get butthurt about it.
Yeah, there's no. I'm not. Nobody's butthurt here.
Yeah, stop getting.
He's
stop
just
getting hurt in your
giving
butt.
me.
All right.
He's giving
I know
me what
he's
he thinks.
he's running these comps down.
He's
left
hurting
and right.
in his butt. Okay.
Yeah,
But
Von Miller. That's up there. That I mean,
You think that the
Dude,
Bears
just
would
stud.
try to trade for San Fran with Trent Williams
No, Trent Williams is like 32.
Wait, what are you talking about?
no.
for getting rid of the first pick?
Like,
No.
okay, so Trent Williams had a great
Absolutely
year, right?
not.
He had a good year. Are you gonna do that?
Oh my God. I love Silent Death Jacobs to the
Wheeler.
Chicago.
That's not going to happen.
That would be.
That's not going to
Well,
happen.
they're gonna. I think the Raiders are gonna tag him.
Well, I
don't think they
I
will.
honestly just don't think that's going to happen because I don't. With the running backs they have, a running quarterback, are you going to give a bag to a running back?
No,
Probably not.
no. You're done.
You're going
Still-
to try to draft a guy and hit in the later rounds
I
with
mean,
a running
at
back.
20,
and
he's
develop.
what, 25, 26 years old?
Jacobs is 26, I think.
So you give
think
him
he's
like a
25,
3-year,
he'll be
$36
26.
million deal and call it a day?
I just don't. Will he take that? I think that's what he should take, but will he
I
take
think
that?
he will take that.
He should.
336 is what Nick Chubb made.
Then if he's, if that's what Nick Chubb made, then yeah, I can see Jacobs taking 3 for 36.
Or
in
is
Chicago.
Jacobs going to want a 5-year contract?
How would you feel about Josh Jacobs coming to Chicago?
It wouldn't. I'm telling
I'd take a Josh Jacobs over a Khalil Herbert and a David Monty.
So-
Well, my point is, you have young guys. You have young guys, right?
Stop it.
You have young guys. They just got hurt.
So here's the top 3 free agent linemen for this upcoming year: Orlando Brown Jr., Rodney Hudson, George Fant. Left tackle, center, right tackle.
I'm telling. I think Chicago should go.
See, like
O-lineman.
I don't see.
Obviously not for the first.
mean-
I
overall
could see
pick,
Kansas
but
City either tagging or
Orlando.
making move for Orlando. They don't give up a first round pick for Orlando Brown and then not sign that guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Look what the Ravens did. They gave up what they gave up.
What are you talking about?
Roquan Smith. What?
You said Seattle?
No, he said Ravens.
Ravens.
Oh, I heard Seattle.
Yeah, Orlando Brown came from the Ravens.
Yeah. So
Well, no, this says Kansas City right now.
He's on Kansas City currently.
yeah, I don't see them letting him walk away. They'll tag him before anything.
I would agree.
I don't know.
I mean, if you're
If
still healthy,
this is
still
a
playing.
highly defensive draft, you can get a decent.
He's an offensive tackle.
No,
Jason
I'm just saying if
Kelce
this is a highly defensive draft, you can get an offensive tackle in the late picks.
Not like Orlando Brown.
How old's Orlando?
Orlando Brown's good. I don't know his age.
26, almost 20. He'll
Okay,
be
so
27.
he's got at
the
least
day.
5-6 more years minimum in the NFL. So yeah, I can see that. Sign him if he's that good.
The problem is he wants a lot of money.
Is he tackle or is he
Left tackle.
If I'm a GM,
Left tackles
I'm not
get paid,
signing a running
so-
back more than 3 years. Yes, agree.
Well, that doesn't mean they don't. I agree with the Todd Gurley signings and all that stuff bad in the past. Like these GMs have kind
Running
of learned
backs
their
are a dime a
mistakes.
dozen. There's usually 2 or 3 that come out in the draft that are usually
I think Alvin Kamara signed for 5.
unreal. Yeah, well, that's because he was like a freaking 5th round pick, and they had to sign him when he was like 23.
Right.
I mean,
So-
Christian McCaffrey signed for 5.
And you're
Zeke Elliott signed for
naming
5.
off a guy that was drafted in the top 5 of the draft.
Zeke Elliott signed for 5.
Another guy that was drafted at 4.
Yeah, Zeke, right? I mean,
I'm just saying, like they.
Those guys aren't. I don't consider those guys. Those guys are in the top 1% of running backs. They're not. Those guys aren't the dime a
Josh
dozen
Jacobs
we're
isn't a
talking
dime a
about.
dozen.
all right.
Josh
so
Jacobs was drafted in the 1st round. I would give Josh Jacobs a 3 to 4 year deal. That's about all I would give him.
Oh, you are cutting out. So Josh Jacobs will get a 3 to 4 year deal.
Can't hear me.
Nope, can't hear you. What about now? Try it.
I'm back.
Are you?
Am I back?
Some technical stuff. Hold on. Give us a minute here. I mean, do you pay?
Hello.
Nope.
Nope. Still nothing.
I didn't hear you.
No, I hear you. You're just not.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. That's weird.
Is it working?
Yeah, it's,
Yeah,
I mean, it's reading
I
it.
don't know.
It's
Whatever.
reading it just fine.
Anyway, so Josh Jacobs, yes, but maybe. I mean, long term, are you going to pay a guy? He's got a lot of miles on him.
Josh Jacobs
from Bama to now the Raiders.
Yeah, he's got a lot of tread, but he showed a lot of juice this year, didn't he not?
Oh, I think he showed a lot of
That's
gumption.
the good Ryan argument, because Ryan talks about running backs coming out of college. They have a lot of tread, and God forbid Josh Jacobs be one of those guys who has tread in both areas.
I would argue he doesn't. However,
He does.
I would pay Hunt over Jacobs.
No,
Well, now why?
No.
because he's going to be 30 years old.
Hunt?
Yes.
He's got way more
Twenty-nine.
tread.
He will not be 30. He'll be 28, 29.
Way more tread.
But tread and putting up 3.8 yards per carry is different.
That's 1 year for Hunt.
Last year it was like 3.9.
I
Like
I
4.0.
highly disagree. I do not
You
think
can
that.
disagree. He didn't average more than 4 yards a carry. So, and
It's
utilization.
It's a system,
right.
for
It's a
him.
utilization issue.
He wanted out, and he should have gotten out.
I mean, he's going to get out now. He's going to go. He can go anywhere he wants and get a bag wherever he wants right now.
That's right.
Last year, Hunt
includes Baltimore.
averaged 4.9 yards a carry.
He won't come.
That
I'm just
This
kidding.
year, it was 3.8.
He's not coming to Baltimore.
No, he's not. So you're wrong.
J.K. Dobbins
Hold the L.
is the guy, and Gus
I don't
Edwards.
know, man. That knee does not look good.
No.
For who?
JK.
No, it does not look good. He
He'll be fine.
himself said he's got a dead leg.
He's gonna be fine.
Nope. He himself said he's got a dead leg. What was it? Whatever. Pick a leg. It's moving faster than the other one. Not great, dude.
He's gonna be fine.
Listen, I want to believe that with you.
And Lamar isn't going to play in the playoffs.
I'm fine.
Ooh.
We all
he's
No, he's
fine.
not.
We all
Everyone's
believe
fine.
in dreams.
Yeah, he's already out.
He's not out.
He's not out, but
No.
it's very.
Speaking of out,
It's
Extreme swelling.
Tua is out.
Oof.
Yeah, Tua
They
is
did
out.
announce Tua is out as of right now because he has not cleared concussion protocol.
Yeah, Skylar.
And he might not for the next 4 years.
Did they give?
Yeah,
is it
Skyler's got
Skylar?
the start.
Oh,
Skyler's got the
no.
start.
So
No Teddy.
It's gonna be bad.
No long neck Lennon.
no.
No.
No, I can't
So
stand that guy.
what-
They're messing up, man.
Once they announced that Skylar was the starter, there was a Twitter thing that went out saying that Miami has already been eliminated from the playoffs.
If I had to, go to that overlay. If I not the other one.
Oh.
If I had to guess what 6 teams would be knocked out, and because we're gonna get into this Saturday.
6 teams.
If I had to guess the 6 teams that would be knocked out, I would definitely go Miami, Ravens.
Chargers.
I want to say Chargers, but that they're getting healthy at the right time. I think
I don't know. Mike Williams got hurt.
I think that's not an issue, to be honest with you. I think Jacksonville, Seattle, Minnesota, and Tampa Bay. If I had to pick 6 teams today.
Fair enough.
Mike, I
about
see
you,
what
Ryan?
you're saying, but could that be a schematic issue?
That's actually, I disagree with that. Jacobs was something last year. He was something 2 years ago.
He's been
a top 10 to 15
it's been a
running
schematic
back.
issue with him, and he's finally under somebody who understands offense, and he blew up. I mean, this is the Josh Jacobs that was from Bama. I mean, we saw he was huge this year.
And then keep in mind,
Offensive line had
fantasy
great.
doesn't translate the
Like
same
if you watch
to NFL stats.
some of the film, like Baldy, by the way, Baldy's breakdowns on Twitter is fantastic. If you don't follow that guy, you need to follow him. He was breaking down their offensive schemes, their block breakdowns. Oh, some of the greatest offensive line movements
Yeah,
I've seen
I
in a long
agree
time.
with- I
The
agree,
Ravens
Wheels.
have great offensive line movements, like guards pulling, misdirections.
Kevin Zeitler is legit.
Yeah, like all this movement in the backfield, and I'm telling you what, the Raiders had some of the best this year.
When the Raiders
and
have
it
good
showed.
offensive linemen, they don't
Yeah.
have a bad offensive line.
No,
No, they don't.
So
They just have
I
a
mean,
running back.
and that's the thing. Like, and like I like what Wheels said. Jacobs is an average. He's a 1,000-yard rusher. Like,
yeah.
That's
I'm not gonna. That's why I said NFL stats and fantasy stats don't always translate to the production on the field and the production on your team.
They drafted Zamir White in the 3rd round, bro.
I know. Well, I you know what I
That's
like.
not a bad time to draft a backup.
I agree.
If he's your best player available and you got a guy like Zamir White on there, it's not a bad guy to have. I mean, Josh Jacobs does have a couple bummy knees. I mean, like you said, the tread's there. So why not have a solid backup?
It's
not a bad thing to do.
I also so Ryan and I, we have conversations about where you draft players and stuff. And we're gonna get a lot of that in the off season. But I know that
Are you gonna flirt with me? You gonna flirt with me right now?
Ryan's like their pick'em spot for running backs is the 3rd and 4th round.
Yes.
Like that's because
Love it there.
That's where most teams pick, and you either hit or miss in that area. If you draft too high, you're risking too much for your finances, and these guys don't hit. And then if you draft too low, you might find a diamond in the rough, but it's rare.
Yep.
That 3-4 spot is kind of right.
Look where Breece Hall went.
Yeah.
First in the 2nd round.
15th round.
Yeah, and CEH was
like
32nd in the 1st round.
I mean, these guys.
Nick Chubb,
it's
early
a passing
second.
league. Running backs are nice to have. They really are. I mean, but let's be
there's
real.
only like 5 or
like
6
you
running
said,
teams.
They're
so.
a dime a dozen. So if they're a dime a dozen, then there should be 50 million of them available. But a guy like Josh Jacobs, I like Josh Jacobs more than a Khalil Herbert, more than a David Montgomery.
I just think in Chicago, like I don't think they're going to pay for Josh Jacobs because they, like you said, there's so many needs elsewhere.
Oh yeah,
You don't need a running back. That's probably one of the last things you do.
Dameon Pierce is another great example.
You said B-Rob too. I mean, like, yeah, all right, you right there.
But
right.
Dameon Pierce is a tryhard. Let's be real.
I mean,
dude.
Chubb went early second. Kareem Hunt was a
tryhard.
3rd round pick.
Well, Dameon Pierce is also the only part of that
what was
offense.
his elusive statistic? I think I saw that somewhere the other day. It was like he couldn't evade a tackle, but he'll just try to truck you.
Who was
Like,
that?
Dameon Pierce. it was eventually
he's the
going to
Trent
happen.
Richardson?
He was
He's
going
the
to
Trent
get
Richardson?
hurt. Basically, yes.
Yeah.
No, because Trent Richardson couldn't see a hole.
No, he just trucked you. Like he literally just ran over
the
guys.
only
That was
holes
his
he
goal.
saw was the porno vid he did.
Oh,
He did a porno?
yes.
Oh, I'm not into that.
I mean, come on, it's Hogs. He's Hogs McGillicuddy, man.
What'd you just call him?
Hogs McGillicuddy.
you guys are.
Golly.
Is that his porno name?
No, he's got a hog.
I don't look at this stuff, so I don't know.
I'm sorry, you don't look at.
Calm down a bit. Calm
He's
down.
lying. He's got a
Go take a
picture of
cold
it in his.
What do you
He's got
think?
a picture somewhere here,
so-
autographed by him.
I want to get back on topic.
Right
though.
up the
Yeah, hold on.
slung too.
The reason
Be
why,
rich, babe.
So I want to tell you the reason why I did have Seattle going
Subway.
to that one spot is because I think if you can get a CJ Stroud at 1 and not pay Geno Smith, why wouldn't you?
Are you gonna pay Geno anyway? He's 32.
Yeah,
He's
you're not
34.
gonna pay him a
I
ton.
don't think you're gonna pay him. He's 34.
I think he's 30. Well, I think he was 34.
Quarterbacks play till they're 60.
I didn't
now.
realize how old he was.
32.
I just
there you go.
32 because I remember you saying so. I didn't know he was in his 30s. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's been around for a
But
while.
my point is like, if you can get a guy at 1, why wouldn't you? And CJ Stroud is like I said, I think he's a pure pocket passer.
All right.
Coming out of college, like I get that he can scramble. I get that, but he's a pure pocket passer, and that's what he wants to run in Seattle. Run the ball, pass the ball. Run the ball, the running back, not a quarterback, and pass the ball. And I think he wants to get back to that in Seattle, and I think they're gonna make a play for that position, especially since it's not their draft pick.
What do you think they give up then for 1-1?
I told you.
Oh, it's gonna.
Sorry,
gonna
it's been a while. I'm sorry. I just want to hear it again.
So Bears. So I say Seattle trades their 5 overall, the 2nd round, their 5th round this year, and their 4th round next year.
maybe something a little higher next year, but yeah, it's not terrible.
4th or 3rd. It's 4th or 3rd.
Think about it. You're only. It's not like you're trading out of the top 5. You're
What
not
if
trading
it's-
out of the top 10.
What if it's like Tyler Lockett? You know, it's 5th, your 2nd Lockett for 1-1. You're getting out of a contract. He's getting older.
I don't know what Lockett's contract situation is.
I have no idea either. But I'm just saying, like, I only reason I'm opposed to that is because you want to start, like you said, you want to start a quarterback off with receivers and an offensive line. Give him some confidence to go out there and learn and get better.
Yeah.
And I don't think trading those receivers, I think if you trade anybody, and I'm a DK guy, if you trade anybody, it'd be DK.
Really?
He seems to be a cancer on that offense.
I don't know if he's a cancer. I don't know. I don't know what he's like in the locker room. For all I know, he could be like T.O. For all I know, he could be a leader like someone else. He could
I feel
be
like
the
he's an
greatest
Odell,
person.
so I don't feel like he's a bad guy. I just feel like he causes
wants
a
the
lot
ball.
of attention.
Yeah,
it's
he's
a lot of attention.
When I'm playing football, I want the damn ball.
I want the damn ball. Lockett's contract. His base is 9.7. Signing bonus is 3.8 next year. I mean,
is he locked down? How
does he
long is
have
he
a
locked
potential?
down?
he can opt out in 2024. I think they actually look at trading him now that I
The
think about
team
it.
can opt out in 2024.
Yeah, I think they look at it. He's 30 though, so that's a problem.
Well, I think getting a veteran receiver in Chicago
his
would
value.
but getting a veteran receiver in Chicago wouldn't be a bad idea. But his value, like you said, it's probably like a third or fourth
not a
rounder.
Tyler
If
Lockett.
that.
They got a similar type player like that in Darnell Mooney.
He's not.
But
30.
they don't have the veteran.
No,
They don't have the veteran ability.
No,
there.
the type of player. No, I agree. I agree.
He's a similar type player.
Yeah,
I think
He
in
can,
Chicago
he can run those routes.
I mean,
Yeah.
to be honest, we're
Mooney's
talking
quick.
about it. Arizona could trade D-Hop and move up.
D Hop's not worth a one. I don't know.
What if Arizona wants Will Anderson?
I mean, to one for D Hop, that ain't it. Sorry, you gotta
I'm
give me
just
something
saying.
else.
Well, I'm just saying you have D-Hop, right? So you trade your D-Hop, your one, so they move back to 3 and maybe a second or a third, and you jump. They get a receiver. You're only moving back 2 spaces for Chicago. That doesn't really hurt you.
No.
And you could probably still grab Anderson.
And
You'll have Anderson
even
or
if
Carter.
you don't grab Anderson, you can get Carter. Depending on who goes at 1, you get
might-
the other guy at 3.
you might be able to
Houston's
trade
probably
back.
going to go quarterback.
You might be able to trade back again.
D Hop is also 30.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
but the
taking-
difference
I'm
with
taking D-Hop over-
the difference with D-Hop
Yeah,
and I
I
think
take a
Tyler
DeAndre
is I
Hopkins.
think D-Hop is going to teach your receiving core better, and he's going to bring a lot of tangibles in that locker room over Tyler Lockett in my mind. But I'm just saying, like, Arizona's there. They could jump Houston if they really want a quarterback, or if they want Will Anderson, or if they think someone's going after him 1 overall.
Oh, I do like that question in chat. I know we're not trying to get off topic, but
Teams,
I like Will's question.
I look at those teams and I see Arizona. I don't really know why they would jump. I could see them trading away D-Hop, for picks, but I don't think they trade up to the first.
I mean, so it's going to be D Hop and what else is
I
going to
think
get you to 1? D Hop
they
and
don't need to
3
get to
and what
one.
else?
Just sit back and watch those two teams
Right.
hash it out and take the best player available
But
at 3.
That's why I like the Colts moving up, because they
Colts?
need.
Yes.
Are you
I
gonna go into next season with Sam Ellinger?
The Colts are my favorite team to move up if they don't get.
But why would
Derek
the Colts?
Carr.
Here's the thing. Why
Derek
would
Carr.
out of curiosity?
Yeah.
Why would the Colts move up when they get a choice between Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud at 4?
Because
That's not
CJ
guaranteed.
Stroud is better.
Why
That's
is that
not
not guaranteed? Is
guaranteed.
Chicago taking a quarterback at 1?
No,
They could trade to somebody who needs a quarterback.
the Colts.
But outside of the
Tampa-
Colts, I'm
Tampa
saying this is
Bay?
why the Colts wouldn't
Jonathan,
move.
bring up the top 10. please.
Tampa Bay, you're only talking about the top teams here. I mean, look at the Saints.
So just look top 10.
Atlanta.
Is it going to be the Saints? Maybe.
I like the Tampa Bay one because
Tampa Bay could trade in.
Tampa Bay could trade in. but
Where's
I
Tampa?
think
We're sitting at?
19. But Tampa Bay has to give up more than the 19th overall.
and teams will do that.
And who knows? Tampa Bay could trade to Indy or somebody. Tom Brady. Just kidding.
I mean, look at
He's an
Atlanta. I
unrestricted.
mean,
All right, so
Atlanta
just
could.
top 10. Just top 10. Just
Carolina could.
fluff me. So you don't
The
like the
Raiders
Colts.
are for sure getting Tom Brady.
Do you think the Panthers make a move at 9? I think that's viable.
Stop it.
What'd you just say?
Stop it.
You said who's making a move for
He
Brady?
said the Raiders are for sure getting Tom Brady. They're
Stop
not getting Tom Brady.
it. Tom Brady's going to. He's going to New Orleans.
Going to the Saints.
Yeah, he's going to New Orleans with Sean Payton.
Sean Payton and him are going to jerk off in
Anyway.
the bathroom together.
No, I think the Panthers might make a move. I think because they want a quarterback, right? They're going to want to do that. Granted, we talked about free agents. However, who's going to move a needle? Is it one of these young guys or is it one of these vets?
I don't know. I think a lot of this will come down to the combine, to be honest with you. What do y'all think? What was that? Oh, that was Johnny.
Yeah, I said off topic, but D Hop gone and Lazard goes there. KJ was talking about Lazard being a quote unquote Kirk somewhere else.
No.
So
I think Lazard is going to be that style. I think the difference between Lazard and Kirk's a better receiver, but Lazard brings more tangibles to the offense. You
Yeah,
can
he's
do
like
more with him.
6'7".
But I'm
kidding.
just saying that because who's the other wide receivers other than Hollywood in Arizona?
AJ Green,
But he's probably not signing again.
Greg Dortch,
Greg George is 28, man.
Zach Ertz.
If they trade away D-Hop, they're going to need more than just. I mean,
I think
they got Hollywood Brown.
I think D Hop's an incentive for a head coach.
Right.
I just don't think you trade D Hop.
Not at 30.
No.
Yeah, not.
No, he'll be 31 by the start of the
Not coming off an injury season and then a
I don't know.
drug-related season.
He didn't. Was he injured this year?
No, he had
He had a
suspension.
Well,
Yeah, he had a
but-
PED suspension.
Last year he
No,
was
he was-
drug-related.
but
Or
he-
2021
No, it was this
was
year.
drug-related.
This year
This
he
year
had
was
a
PEDs.
suspension, and he was also injured part of the year too. It was both. He was plagued.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, you know what? I think that's where we're going to leave it where it is because we're going to get into a lot of stuff. We'll probably talk about some of the teams that didn't make playoffs this year on Saturday, get into some playoff talks.
Playoffs.
We'll get into the games because there's only 6 games this weekend. Gives us some more time for conversation and everything. Sorry, guys. This was a little later show. Some complications happened. Ryan loves the world.
It's all about family.
But
Vin Diesel. I got family.
Paul Walker.
yeah, Jesus.
Ken Black hits me
Stop.
harder.
Jesus.
It's the I
Good.
No.
Is it weird to say? Is it weird to say like that is?
Did you see what Bo put?
Right. There's
Can
no
you
way he
imagine
goes
that?
to Minnesota.
Holy hell.
No way.
For what?
Kirk Cousins, literally his head would spin and explode.
No, because then at that point, Minnesota would ask for the 1-1.
They've got Thielen, they got Hogginson, they got KJ, they've got Justin Jefferson,
Kirk
they still
Thuggins.
got Dalvin Cook, Alexander
I'd agree.
Madison.
He would forever live and change. It'd be Kirk Thuggins
Didn't
all
I
day.
read something that Michael Thomas?
He just got re-signed.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
They
restructured his deal.
extended
Yeah,
him,
they
right?
restructured his
They
deal.
restructured it. That was it. Okay.
He couldn't.
Which is
Why?
why even more and more I think either like a Derek Carr or a Tom Brady or a veteran quarterback goes there.
They're going to
because
try and do something.
They're going to try to
Or
get
move up in this draft.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Michael Thomas goes, you either move up and you get me an OSU boy, or I'm out of here. I'm out.
I mean,
I'm tired of
Wait,
it.
Smith
wait,
and
oh,
Jimbo will be
He
there
went
at 10.
total
Hold on.
Dave Chappelle on him.
The
Olave.
Saints don't have a first round pick.
I'm tired of
Olave's,
it.
The Saints don't have a
Ohio
first-round
State
pick.
that
I
already
thought they had
there.
10.
That doesn't mean they can't get back in.
Hold on, Olave's
You act like
All right,
these
my
guys
bad.
can't give up
Olave's
future
already
stuff.
there.
Hey, the Saints.
Olave is
that
already there.
kinda-
That's fair.
Are you going to give up future number ones?
And
Give him
Lattimore.
give him a third and Jarvis Landry.
But I'm just saying.
Stop it.
I'm just saying young, but I mean they already have Olave, Ohio State boy.
Yeah.
So
Mark,
do you really need
Just
another one?
just continue.
You got Lattimore too, man. He's there.
Just continue.
Baby, he's there.
They wait next year for Marvin Harrison.
What you
All right,
doing?
guys, we're going to jump out of the
Stop
show. We've already pushed it a little longer than we do on Wednesdays normally. Thank you guys for being here, and we do appreciate it. We're trying to bring some more energy to the show. So, Steve, have a great day, right? What do you got? Takeaway?
You told me to have a great day, or are you asking if I had a great day?
I'm all the above.
Did I or did I not have a good day? It was a weird day. Thank you guys for
Every
being
day
here.
is a blessed day.
Every day. Thank you, God. Every day above ground. It's a pretty decent day, guys. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate you. Love you very much. Come back again Saturday where we really, really shake things up and talk about some serious nonsense. I'm going to try and break his balls and make sure that we talk about the teams, the best teams, you know, that finished, you know, outside the playoffs this year that might make it next year. I got my picks. I already have his picks down, so he's screwed. So
I'll probably change it on just to be a dick.
he is, but it's okay because I got him marked. So
All right, Ricky Bobby, what's your takeaway?
Ricky Bobby.
Oh, look at that.
I don't know, man.
What do you do with
This
your hands?
morning
I love me
woke
some
up,
Fig Newtons.
Mama made the breakfast with no hog, you know. Things were good, you know. Things are good for me.
Slingshot, engage.
I don't even know what the hell these guys are talking
You never seen Ricky Bobby?
about. Yeah. Oh no, yeah, I have.
Shit.
Talladega Nights?
On God, finish.
I don't know
finish
why
your
I'm
thing.
being called Ricky Bobby.
I don't either.
Doesn't
Why
make
not?
any sense.
I didn't like that one either, but
I have
it
no
just
idea.
fits right now because you don't know what to do with your hands.
Tom Cruise, use your witchcraft on me.
I'm just here to spit takes, so that way Jimmy comes back in the chat and just gives me
Takes,
all
take
kinds
names.
of hell.
All right.
Ryan, you should be ashamed.
All right, Johnny, say your byes, man.
Just blessed. Like Steven said, above ground is always a good day.
Is it?
Above ground.
Sometimes it's
All right,
not.
guys, we'll see you on Saturday. It'll be a morning show.
Sometimes I ever grabbed.
Between the hours of 9 and 11, guys, please come join us. Jump into the chat. Please like and subscribe if you can, if you're not already. And if you guys can, send us out there. Share us links for us if you guys really want to talk to more people and
Yes,
get
we
us
want
out
to talk
there,
to
man.
people.
Appreciate
Yes.
it.
Hey, quit being selfish.
Yeah, losers.
Yeah, don't just talk to us about yourselves.
I need
God.
to share my dixicle with everybody.
McNutt,
Okay.
use your own YouTube.
All right, guys, peace out.
Bye.